Các bạn đến với talk show Ghế Đỏ thì Minh và những chiếc ghế của mình đang có mặt tại một studio chụp hình. Nhân vật mà chúng ta sẽ gặp gỡ ngày hôm nay là một cái tên đang rất nóng trên màn ảnh rộng. So welcome to the red chair.
Thank you so much.
Normally, in the beginning of the show, you have to introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Kim Lee. I'm an actor. I just did a film called Hương Ga. And yeah, I'm 31 years old. I just had my 31st birthday last week. And I currently live in Vietnam now and I'm pursuing my career here.
Do you remember any sentence in Vietnamese that you play in the movie Hương Ga?
I think I say An UM.
That's too simple. That's too easy. I know that you carry a longer one.
Longer ones? Actually, those I can't remember the sentences really. It's been so long now. It's almost been. It's been. You know, we shot that film in December of 2013. In January of 2014, so it's been a year.
Very good excuse.
Yeah, it's a good excuse. You kind of forget after a while, you know.
Okay, what the most fun thing why doing the movie?
I had a great experience working in Vietnam, actually, working with cast and crew, fantastic people. Everyone that was involved in shooting the film were so kind. We really became like a family on set. And also, of course, with the director who really guided me through the whole experience. So I owe him a lot. Kungo did a really great job shooting the film.
So after shooting it, it's been a year and then it released on cinema and become a big hit. Did you kind of expect? Did you see that coming at all?
No, I guess, you know, when it comes to success at the box office, you never know what to expect, really. You know, you don't know what the people are going to like, and especially for me, it's the first time making a film in Vietnam. I'm one of the producers of the film as well, so I worked, you know, in the editing room and doing, like, taking care of that stuff. So no, I didn't know what to expect, really. Then we just did the best film we could, and that people like it. It's great, you know, it's a great feeling then when it becomes successful, of course. You know, that's what we all wished for, and you know, these last couple of weeks have been quite overwhelming, but you know, you gotta stay grounded and just keep working. There's still a couple of weeks to go, and I hope people continue watching the film.
Of course, you go to the cinema and watch it by yourself?
No, I haven't. Yes, you know how many times I've seen the film? Because when you're working in the editing room, I've seen that film, I think, 100 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
I totally understand that. But I think the filming, the seating amongst other audience in the cinema...
No, we did it, actually, we did it for a couple of screenings, just to see how people reacted to it. Because it's always, because you've been working on something for so long, and then you don't know what, like, you think a certain scene is going to be played out one way, and then the audience reacts a different way, you know?
Sure.
So that was interesting.
You have Vietnamese,
yes.
Even you don't really speak Vietnamese.
Yeah.
How you feel like we come back in your country doing a Vietnamese movie and then get such a good feedback from people?
Yeah, you know, when I decided to go to Vietnam, it was really about, I got offered a big TV show back in the States at the same time. I really felt that coming to Vietnam is really a way for me to reconnect with my roots. And, you know, my dad's from here, so being in the country and really feeling the culture and atmosphere was something really unique for me. So that was the main reason. And of course that it was a fantastic script, you know. But all those things, you know, came together and that's why I decided to come back. And shooting the film was a fantastic experience. Like, you know, now I'm living here, so obviously I love being in Vietnam.
It's very changing. There's maybe many, but cases before that we have some VK actors, let's say Johnny Chi Nguyen and Justin Nguyen, they all like be somewhere else before Vietnam, but at the time they land to Vietnam and then they start the whole career here. Do you know them?
Yeah, I know them. Yeah. I know. I mean, I don't know Johnny personally. Of course, I know his work. Dustin, lives in the same building as me, so we go for coffee and stuff sometimes. He's been very helpful and very kind to me. But
do you put yourself in that
No, I don't like to.
Catholic,
You know, I don't label
No?
myself
Okay.
like that. I see myself as an actor, and I'm a producer as well. So I don't limit myself to Vietnam. The next film that I'm going to do, I'm doing a film called White Elephant, which is a Japanese-Canadian co-production. We shot in Toronto and in Tokyo. And I'm also producing a film which is a Swedish-Canadian co-production that will be shot here in Vietnam. So to me, the whole world is my workplace. I don't limit myself to only Vietnam or to only the West. If I find a good script and I have a good director and a project that I'm passionate about, then I want to do it, no matter where it is.
Okay. What do you think of the film industry right now in Vietnam? Because what I try to say is even Johnny Trinh Nguyễn and Dusty Nguyễn, they made a career a few years ago.
Yes.
But that time is still something, you know, just like 1 year, maybe just 2 or 3 movies. But now Vietnamese movie kind of, we
Booming.
see,
It's great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
How you feel being in such a historic
No, but that's
time?
very, very exciting, of course. You know, as an actor and producer, you kind of dream of that. You know, you see there's more and more cinemas coming up, and people, like, the awareness of film is getting bigger and bigger here. I believe that Vietnamese films will have higher and higher quality because the talent is here. I just feel that it needs to be, one thing that I noticed while shooting the film is that organization can be much better, structure. And that's something that, you know, with my new production company that I run with Ms. Chung Okan, we try to really have a company that will be able to implement skill sets from overseas as well and use key people from overseas working with key people here in Vietnam and kind of like have the best combination, the best of both worlds, you know.
Okay, so now talking to you, I understand that is you're not just a pretty face, you do more of behind
Thank you.
camera.
That's good to hear. Thank you so much. Wow, I appreciate that.
What about some bad feedback that you're just a pretty face and you're just new, that's why people love you?